Wassail from the edge of time. I got a new t-shirt. It's got the Time Master on it. It's me. So, new moon in Taurus. What's special about this moon? Well, it's kind of like a magical reset energy, but it's all about the frequency of 1 and 2. Why? Because there's a stellium that we already know about, but Ceres has joined the stellium. So Ceres, which is the sacral, is at 1 degree of Taurus. Gaïa, Uranus, is at 11 degrees in Taurus. Then the sun and the moon are both at 21 degrees of Taurus, and black moon Lilith is at 22. So this stellium, which happens on the 11th of May at 18:59 GMT UTC, is all about a kind of resetting of a new beginning, but coming into union with something. Also, just for us to look at, Uranus, Gaïa, is at, as I said, 11 degrees, and Mars is at 11 degrees in Cancer, and Chiron is at 11 degrees in Aries, and the North Node is at, you guessed it, 11 degrees in Gemini, which means the South Node, where we're heading, is in Sagittarius. So this is setting up the energy to shake everything as we head towards this Janus Geminis, which is the full moon. It begins with the full moon on the 26th, which will be in, the sun will be in Gemini and the full moon will be in Sagittarius. So this is a really new energetic change that's really soft. The actual chart, if you look at it, it's very simple, very calm. Also Mercury, just to keep on the 1 and the 2s, Mercury is at 12 degrees with the North Node. So it's just gone past the North Node. So there's a lot about feeling a need to talk yourself out of your fixed feelings, to prepare yourself to move into softer air energy. So what does it mean in terms of the sound healing, the music of the spheres? If we look at Ceres, which is D, and that's the sacral, and the moon, you get a perfect fifth. They're very open intervals. They don't clash with each other, they don't hit each other, they just ride a wave. They're like surfing sounds. Then if you look, because that's an A, sorry, the moon's an A. D of Ceres, the moon is A, and also black moon Lilith. Then you have the sun, E, the solar plexus, and Gaïa, Uranus. So you get another fifth. I don't know why my piano is not playing properly. But then if you put the 2 fifths together, you get this really wonderful, earthing, rich frequency. So we're going to go into the cards. Oh, I also just want to say that this is all 12 frequency. It's all about unfixing what is fixed, because it's 1s and 2s. It's giving us this 12 frequency to drive our way through, to unfix ourselves. And it's being overlooked by Saturn, who is at 13 degrees in Aquarius. That's where the magic of the 13 degrees is happening. The 13 frequency to flow out of time, and that's why the Time Master's here today. Look, he's got a little R for Russell. So obviously I've got the Shamanic Oracle deck. We're going to drop a series of cards. We're going to do Ceres, Sun, Moon, Uranus and Black Moon Lilith to begin with. and we'll get a series of different cards on them, and then we'll read them all individually. So let's just get the cards. Let's get jolly. I've got my moon candle too, but I didn't bring the sun candle because the sun's not in this one. Well, it is. It's at 21 degrees. It's matching, but this is all about the new moon. So can we please have a card for Ceres? There's a card for Ceres, which is the giveaway, and there's another card which has come out which we will take as the card for the sun. And then we'll have, oh no, it's Uranus, it's Gaïa. Now we'll have the sun. Card for the sun and a card for the moon. So there's the sun. The sun is the heart of the sky. And the moon. Oh, the moon's got a bit overexcited. So, we've got 3 cards there. Well, I feel like actually it's saying that the first 2 are the moon, water and the earth keeper, changing the emotions of the earth, and then Black Moon Lilith is the wild woman. Isn't she just? So, we've got a series of those. Now we need some Odin, just so that we've got a nice mix going on. I'm wondering whether my microphone's near enough. I put it far enough away because I'm going to do a bit of sound healing for each note, and I'm a bit concerned at bursting the microphone levels. So I hope you can hear it. So can we have please a card for Ceres? Oh look, Ceres, she's the sacral, she's the womb, she's the unborn, that which is yet to be the luminous warrior which is yet to come out. And for Gaïa, Gaia's gifting us some Nidavellir. She's also the lightning, Gaïa. She's the shake up. You know, Gaïa, Uranus doesn't really like being in Taurus because Taurus is stubborn. The sun. I'm being told this is this moment where the sun and the moon go into a unison. Now the moon. The moon is the magic. It's the yew tree, the trunk, the energy that flows forwards to give form, and Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is earthing. She's airwas. So now let's get a moonology. Oh no, where are they? I've got so many cards today. So, we're just going to get all the cards out and then we'll start to read them with tarot. So, Ceres, please, moonology Ceres. Confidence is the key to your success. Gaïa, Uranus. 2, a new moon. Emotions are running high. A new start is coming, a supermoon, a new moon. So the sun, please, the sun. Have faith in your dreams. The moon itself. Ooh. A time to give rather than to take, and hold your vision. Have faith in your dreams. We've got to find our pathway through this. And Black Moon Lilith. Balance, spirituality and practicality. So let's move them so that we've got space for all of these. I say that I haven't actually got any space here. Oh, Don't switch. It's trying to import something there, which we don't need it to do. So let's begin with Ceres. Ceres, this card, for some reason at the moment, this card always seems to want to talk about Pluto. And Pluto's, we're in this Plutonian, this Uranus Plutonus, this tunnel while Pluto's in retrograde. And it's about giving up the old emotions that keep you trapped within your sacral and having more confidence in your notions forwards. It's about a transformation, letting go, burning off the old ego and creating a new ego. So that's, I'm sensing Shiva, Kali Ma frequency in that, the burning of the ego, to bring in the energy of a new love. So we're going to go to the Muse Tarot to get some information on each of these little motions. So remember, this is 1 degrees. This is a new beginning, a new birthing of kind of new earth frequencies, because we've been, remember, for a lot of generations, for 200 years we've been in earth epoch, and we've now moved to air epoch. So things are moving forwards at a different speed, but it means that the energy of the earth has to soften, and this is the moon that's bringing that softening energy. But in order to do that, we have to rebirth ourselves. Logir is inner, watery, purified emotions. And Pluto's 23, the giveaway, which is change. It's about a karmic change. So we have the 9 of Voices. Temperance. There's a lot of moon energy on this card. Oh, look. It's a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards, but we're getting with it. So, it begins with the card, the 9 of Voices and Temperance. So, the 9 of Voices... Oh, I didn't give you the note. So, it's the sacral. I might have to move the microphone back a bit, because it bursts when I do this. So, wake up is what I'm being told. Just wake up. Wake up. I feel like I could go back to bed. Wake up. Look, here you see in this, here is the Ceres download that's coming with the moon. Ceres is, you know, it's the mother of Persephone, and she is the one that goes in search of her daughter. She goes in search of the lost soul, but you're going in search of yourselves. Who do you want to be as we're moving forwards? So this download is happening at night in sleep, and it's divine. The Nine of Voices is the Nine of Swords. It's the Nine of Air. This is Ceres working in a completely new frequency to bring a change to our confidence, to our inner emotions, to our ego, to bring some kind of new energetic form. And then Temperance is saying, wake up. You know, look, she looks quite shocked. There's a moth hidden behind her, and there's also these wonderful flowers opening. There's the phases of the moon. It's telling me that this is the preparation as we head towards the eclipse tunnel. But she's got both the sun and the moon on her. She has a sun above, and she's radiating. It's almost like this is the preliminary, and this is this new moon, and then this sun's waiting to come down to the right phase with the moon. But it's about tempering your emotions, not seeking any form of retaliation on anything. You have to let go. Pluto wants you to resonate in love. Now, I know that this is Ceres, but this card is shouting Pluto at me. And Ceres at the moment, if you look at Ceres on the chart, it's your sacral, but it's not actually aspecting anything at the moment. But what it is doing is it's coming in at the 1 degree. So this is the energy of the newest of the beginnings. And then we have the 5 of inspiration, again going with this 5 here, the Pluto. This 5 of inspiration, 5 of wands, is very much about reviewing your life. You know, so we start out, we come down into the earth, we grow anew in the earth, then we kind of grow into sexual beings, and then we're made to feel shame. And then at the very end, it's about stepping into a new life, a new form, a new format as we move through this next few weeks as we go into the eclipse tunnels. And it's followed by the moon. There's esoteric, deep, beautiful, new, loving. This has really got this energy of how Pluto and Venus are working together at the moment, to bring us to this energy, to bring the moon from just a thought process to something staggeringly beautiful that we stand in front of, and we understand this is our moment, this is the time for us to move forwards. So the extra cards that came are totally fascinating because they're also 1s and 2s. Look, we have clarity is coming. This is a spiritual clarity moon. If you go to sleep and you say to the moon, give me the dreams, give me the clarity, help me to rebirth myself with new emotions. And so we have the clarity, and then we have, which is the ace, the single sword of truth, the Ace of Voices, and it's coming with the Wheel of Fortune. It's time for the energy of everything to move forwards. This is 110. Now, I always say to you that that's a magical frequency because aces link to the magician. They're untapped, limitless potential. And then the Wheel of Fortune is that motion that moves everything forwards to manifest fortune. So we're being given a chance to manifest a new fortune through Ceres intervention. And then we have the Hanged Muse. It's just saying don't, and this is 12, this is both those numbers, this is break free from the 12 frequency, but don't rush it. We have the time to pause and wait. So enjoy this period. Look, the whole of the eclipse tunnel is a really beautiful moment. And it is a space out of time, and that's, I think, why we've got the Time Master here. He's been long absent. I was hoping his card would jump out, but he didn't. So, let's move on to Gaïa, Uranus. And if anyone's wondering why I say that, it's because Gaïa birthed Uranus, and then together they set up the whole pantheon of gods. And so when I'm doing my sound healing, the B of the crown chakra, which is actually comes in from the heart of the sky, the galactic center of the universe, that's the veil over which we can't see. The high priestess realm is behind that veil, and that energy comes through, and it's divine feminine consciousness. So even though the planet is called Uranus, I like to call it Gaia Uranus, so that we understand that it's working on how we unite our divine feminine consciousness with our divine masculine molecular structure, that we use when we're on this earth. So what is she up to? He, she. So Gaia Uranus is the lightning. This is the thing that is striking us in the heart of our bodies. This is the area. Oh, it's swords. Look, there is a sword in the center of the card. There is a figure here with the arms either side, and then here in the middle there's a sword that needs pulling out. It's like that sword has been the version of us that has been our distorted truth throughout the earth epoch of greed and consumption and carelessness, thoughtlessness. And the Nidavellir, the dwarves, are creating a new sword. It's almost like they're saying you need to pull out the old sword to rebirth, and then you're going to put a new sword in. It's like change the old, bring in the new. There's something about a change of truth, of clarity. So let's have a B for coming with that one, the wind of change, because you know our consciousness is what changes things, how we view things, how we emotionally feel, how we push emotions from our heart center. If you don't pull out this old distortion, you're going to keep having the cosmos mirror back the old distortion. This needs to be removed, and then we need to put in the new epoch clarity. So, just another B. So, emotions are running high, supermoon, and a new start is coming. Look, Gaia Uranus is the planet that just likes to go in, bust everything open, shake everything up, sort everything out, and then leave for you to pick up the pieces. But the whole point is, it's a planet that bursts in with newness. You know, while it's been in Taurus for the last few years, two years, it's been fighting that fixed earth energy, but that ends now. This is about the new moon bringing the new, softer, I want to say flexible earth energy. It will be a fixed earth energy, but it'll be a new, softer, kinder, compassionate energy, and it's powerful. It's seriously, the energy of a new moon and a supermoon is massive. I'm not sure if this is a supermoon. The last one was, but I don't think this one is, but I can't hold all the information, so we can check that later. I'm going to move on with the reading. We need some tarot on this. So I rushed around today to get my t-shirts ordered, and they said they couldn't deliver them until tomorrow. And then at 7:15 they sent me a message saying we're shut in 45 minutes, but your shirts are ready. So I ran down there. And I felt like the Time Master had changed time. So I rushed up here thinking, I'll just do a short reading. We're already on 25 minutes. So, what's the energy, please, of Gaia and Uranus? Really interesting. Look, we have the 8 of emotions. Again, this moon, it's the eclipse. This is talking about, this is the time when we're walking towards this new eclipse energy. This is the new moon that sets up the full moon. Now the moons are the wrong way around at the moment. So the new moon isn't followed by its direct opposite full moon. It's the wrong way around at the moment. That won't fix itself until we have the double full moon in Aquarius in July and August, and that's around the time of the 8/8 portal, and that's when things will really start to get back into the motion of being in their true form. So at the moment things are back to front and people are feeling it, tensions are rising, and this is very much, you know, it's like Gaia, Uranus has got hold of the sword in everyone and is trying to yank it out. So walking towards the eclipse energy, and look, this is Gaia's tears for the pains that we've all suffered. You know, it's almost, I'm seeing, sensing, being told it's about how we've shut the door on so many opportunities because it was safest to do that, because the energy was wrong, and yet we keep peeping through the keyhole waiting for a moment, but there's fear. There is fear all around, but this new moon is bringing change. So the energy, this shaking up energy of Gaia, Uranus, is transforming the old sword. This is the old sword. The 8 of emotions is always about walking away from all that brings you pain and to get up. Don't be in this kind of victim mentality. Gaia's shedding tears for you, but merely because they're new emotions. They're not, you know, they're not tears that are shed in pity. They're tears to help lubricate your heart so that you can find this new energy, which is the muse of voices. This is the king. This is the king of air. We're in air epoch. And, you know, air epoch's new. What most symbolizes a love of change and a love of new things? It's Gaia, it's Uranus. That's the frequency. Uranian energy drives in and busts the hell out of everything. So that's what role Gaia, Uranus, is playing at 11 degrees of Taurus. Now let's move on to the Sun, which is at 21 degrees. We have the heart of the sky. The heart of the sky is, it feels like this is the voice, the choir, the chorus of the cosmos, the music of the spheres. Just behind her, she has a semi-veiled moon. This is like divine feminine energy looking down. It's really interesting because in most cultures, the sun and the moon are, the sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. In Norse, it's the other way around. And it is in some other cultures, but this is a sense of the sun seeing a different energy in itself. It's looking to unite itself with the moon. So it's like a change of frequency. Oh, we need to do the E. This is E of the solar plexus. So the cosmos is trying to bring a softening to the fires. I'm seeing kind of like cool flames. So more air energy. I mean, seriously, there are other suits in the tarot deck. Can I just say this? This is the Eight of Voices. It's us. It's us with old restrictions. Everything's working on changing these old restrictions. And it's got this, the Muse of Inspiration. This is that card that I was just, or the energy of icy fire. A sort of a new energy. Fire and ice is in Norse mythology the point at which life is born. So this is talking about how the suns, I'm not saying the sun's going to get colder, that's not what I mean. There's something, I keep getting a regular vision of the sun being softer, being more straw-like in its tone. It's not so harsh, and that's this frequency that I'm getting from the sun. It's trying to illuminate a darkness within us that traps us, but it's got the melody of the sky, I guess, because there's the perfect fourth, and fourth's a cosmically significant interval according to the Hathor who taught Pythagoras. So the perfect fourth is the natural frequency interval that our voice likes to bounce at. And so there's something that's needed to free us from the old energy. It's you know, this is about breaking free of 12 frequency. So can we have a little bit more, please? Yeah, it's about turning everything on its head. So we have the Knight of Voices and the Emperor. But there's something about this Emperor that always talks to me about a symphony. This is really about paying attention to the music of the spheres. Look, this is the sun working with the moon to bring new emotions from within the heart of the sky. Bearing in mind, so it's High Priestess energy. I don't know why, I'm sorry it took me so long. There was something staring from this card and I couldn't find the name. And it's High Priestess energy is trying to bring a new energetic balance between the sun and the moon. And it's interesting because in this deck the Empress is represented by a female, but there's something about an unveiling, a surprise, some kind of, it's got something to do with this tunnel that we're going through, but there is some kind of energetic surprise. I'm gonna just go to the Toth because they're not unfolding that in my head, they're just going surprise, but it's an emotional surprise. It's I'm seeing mists clearing, which would link into gases and Neptune, but Neptune doesn't feel like he's part of this reading, although Neptune is connected to the Sun in this portal. And the portal, let me just check. I need to be certain. So, yeah, Neptune's aspecting with the Sun at 22 degrees and Black Moon Lilith, and has got a connection into Pluto. So this is definitely part of that frequency that's moving through this double tunnel, the Eanus Plutonus and the Eanus Geminis. So much going on. So, why is the surprise? What's the Neptune link? I didn't even bring the bowl because it was just like, there's no Neptune in this. What's the surprise? An exit. So there's something about this tunnel that's air energy again, and that's Moon in Aquarius. Who's in Aquarius? Saturn. Saturn 13 degrees. And then we have abundance, which is Mercury in Cancer. Is it? Yes, that's where Mercury is, at 11 degrees. Okay, so they're saying the surprise is talking yourself out of your old habits, talking yourself out of the fixed earth energy, and that's something which they put through when I was first making notes. Talk yourself out of being stuck or fixed. The surprise is you can do it. That's the energy that's coming. How lovely that that card was exactly where it should be to give me that clarity. So the Sun is working with, it's almost like the Sun is being given a gift of new emotional energy from the High Priestess, from the center of the, and the center of the galactic center of the universe is in Sagittarius. It's linked, thank you, to the Moon. This is the setup energy. This is the 2 weeks that we've got to prepare ourselves for the tunnel. And you've got to talk yourself out of the idea that nothing changes. Look, I can sit here and say to you, there's wonderful things coming to you, and you can go, yeah, that would be nice, but it never changes. Nothing ever changes. No, nothing ever changed before because we were in fixed Earth epoch for 200 years. We're not in that now. We're in the transition period where there's been a handover to the air epoch last year at the Great Mutation on the 21st of the 12th, 2020. So now we're in this new energy frequency. Things change. But in order for you to have things change, you've got to talk yourself into accepting change. A lot of us just don't like change. So what do we have here? We have 61 and 18. We have water and the Earth Keeper. It's talking about new emotions coming to the Earth. And it's coming in with Irwa. It's coming in from the cosmos. The cosmos has split open this energy. And this energy, High Priestess energy from the Moon, is bringing down this energy to create a new Earth, a new energy, a changed, an emotional Earth. But we have to believe that, because every night that we go to sleep, we have to believe in the Sadir magic. You see the prophecy, you say, I want that solution, I'll go with that. And you have to go to sleep at night and you tell your spirit guides, your team, your angels, whatever it is you have, you tell them that you wish to wake up an increment nearer, each time a different dimensional step towards that future, and you will. And that's what the Time Master allows you to do. It's the fluidity of dimensions. So it's a time to give rather than to take. That, and look, that couldn't be more different than the notion of Earth Epoch, which was a time to take rather than to give. This is now a time to give rather than to take. And it's a new moon again. It's a new moon frequency, and hold your vision. This Sadir magic that you wish to bring towards you, you have to hold that vision. You have to enable it. You have to make it true by hopping through the dimensions with the Time Master. So, Page of Inspiration. Look, again, it's that same thing. It's I know it feels like we're just being given the same message from all the planets, but they're a symphony. They're working together. They're not separate notes. They work as a whole. They create this sound. Oh, sorry, my speaker's run out of juice. So they make that dense sound. And this is, you can see all the rainbow energies in this sun card of the High Priestess looking down on the sun. It's the same thing. The opportunities are endless for the download. And this is referring back to that first 9 of voices. The divine Ceres download from Ceres. Ceres is the mother of Persephone, who is very much Virgo energy. I haven't delved ahead yet to see, but we've been getting stelliums every month. We've had a stellium in February in Aquarius, we've had one in Pisces, we've had one in Aries, we've got this one in Taurus, there's one coming up in Gemini, and I'm not sure yet, there's one in Libra. There could be more, but I haven't been able to dig through all the charts and get that far ahead yet. So this moon energy is about changing you, switching dimensions. Look, here are the dimensions. Change. It's you're being offered the chance to switch, to move, to shift through the dimensions. Then you've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is the key. This is the key. Look, on this card, her arms, these arms of the left-hand side, are completely tattooed. And that's the story so far that you have lived through. Each and every one of you have lived through that. The roses that she has are yo-yos. They're bouncing up and down. They're the thought patterns that we know of the past, rotating over and over and over again. Her arms of the future, they're blank. They're yet to be written, because you have to do the Sadir magic and transform. Be inspired by the idea of a new emotional earth coming towards us. So, that's the moon. Black Moon Lilith. I love Black Moon Lilith. So, Black Moon Lilith, it's her season. They're saying to me it's her season. She rises. Now she rises. It's almost like she is the flip side of the moon, the dark side of the moon. But if you turn her round so that you reveal your true 13 frequency, powerful, divine feminine consciousness, it is the light. And what was the old bright light is now the dark side of the moon. Everything can turn round. This has got, the card here has this energy of the season and plugging into a new world, and spirit fixing the new frequency, fixing it. But it has to do with this balanced spirituality and practicality. I'm just staring at this because I want some information from it. This is linking to the Virgo. There is something coming in September that's to do with Black Moon Lilith. But whether they'll tell us what that is, I don't know. But she's part of this stellium in Taurus. Would you like to tell us something about Black Moon Lilith, please? Oh, she's an A. I didn't give you an A for the moon, so let's give the A now for the... So we have the Five of Emotions. This is Black Moon Lilith. She's been on ice. She's been frozen. It wasn't possible to get through to her. She's holding the moon in the nape of her arm. Is that real? I know it's the nape of the neck, but I've got a funny feeling that the inner part of your elbow might be a nape, but I might be making that up. But she holds wisdom, but it's a different wisdom. It's a strong, independent feminine wisdom that links in. This is a card of male energy. She brings an equality to the vessel in which she inhabits. So they're saying she is not a victim. That's the frozen version of her. She is not a victim, they're saying over and over again. What do we have here? Okay, so we have the Three of Emotions. I want to almost say that this is like, if you think of the Cerberus, if you think of the frozen version of Lilith as was, the demon, the winged goddess with eagle's feet, you know, that kind of frequency. This is like, if you could just stop looking at the Cerberus dog as some kind of snarly creature chomping at your ankles and biting at you. In actual fact, it's the triple aspected goddess. So there's something about, so it's something to do with Black Moon Lilith and Ceres and another goddess. I don't know who that is. I think that the other goddess has yet to appear on the scene. I feel like she's currently nameless. So I'm being told that these two faces at the bottom is Black Moon Lilith and Ceres, and between them it's the energy of the wronged mother and the wronged woman. It's and above they're supporting the frequency of this other goddess who has yet to come. It's not going to tell me because it's for a moment later, but it's definitely about some triple goddess. They might tell me, but they might not. Okay, so Two of Voices. It's like, until we can deal with Ceres, the wounded female energy, the seat of the soul, the wounded child. And remember, Ceres loses her child, Persephone. And then we've got the energy of Black Moon Lilith, the wounded female energy, full stop. Those two energies have to be untangled. See, look again, this third goddess is just sitting up at the top, but we don't see the whole thing yet. We need some sort of clarity as we move through this tunnel. And it's transformation into absolute joy. Again, I'm getting that energy of Pluto linking to the Sun. Let me just check. Pluto linking to the Sun. So Pluto is linked to the Sun at the moment. So this is all part of that longer story, and obviously the other goddess, the third goddess, to go with Black Moon Lilith and Ceres, will be revealed at a later date. It's exciting. You might have to remind me. So let's just see. Let's just see, what have we got just to end. 21, 2-1. I told you this is reverse 12 frequency. Break from the frequency. Just gather your thoughts, gather your mind, gather your senses, but don't gather material possessions during this Uranus Gemini eclipse tunnel that this full moon, this new moon, is being like a little fanfare for, and the beauty way. It's, you know, the energies are gorgeous. We're heading towards something completely beautiful, but you have to hold your energy to create it there. So look, and on the base is corn and abundance. It's really one more message, and then I'm going to get a minute. 2 again, 212. This is source energy. This is the source of all things. This is the light, the love. This is the galactic center of the universe. This is high priestess energy. This is that unnamed goddess that's coming forwards at some point. So, would you like to just have a last little word, Moon? Last little word before we dash away. A last little word, please, Moon. A last little word. It's gone so far away. Work through your fears. That's the new moon in Scorpio. Believe in the impossible. Again, fixing on your notion of your dreams. And then one over there, I think it's done that just so that we get up and go, time master. Right, the message from the goddess that has yet to come is you are good enough. You won't know the name of that goddess until you know you're good enough. There's something about Virgo. There's something about Virgo. I'm not going to try and pull. I'm not going to try and push for that energy for an explanation. Some things have to be behind the veil until they're ready to reveal. But there's definitely some new goddess, nameless energy coming in Virgo time. But for now, fix your ideas on moving forwards through this moon. So anyway, that's the new moon in Taurus. It's a beautiful energy. Trust you all really enjoy it. I'm hungry because it's late here. I have to wait for it to get dark, and it doesn't get dark until 9:30. So I'll have a little bit of water. And wish you all a beautiful 2 weeks. You'll see me before then. But as you head through towards the next phase of the moon, which is the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So, wassail beautiful people from me and the Time Master. Oh, that button's come up again saying switch. Wassail.